I just got back from the Utapri Starish Tours movie, and it was so fun. Oh my gosh. And I wanted to show my bag. This is just the WeGo bag. And then I put all the boys here, and then my Heavens pin, and I put Not Ski and Show in my little thing, and it was so fun. Oh my gosh. I just want to talk about my experience with this really quick. I went with my friend, and she, actually, referring to last video, she said that she would want to trade my tail photo card from the last video. She said she wanted to trade for her mark that she got from that same album, so thank you to her, because I am very glad that I found someone to take my tail card. And yeah, so she went with me, and we had a really good time. We went to this store before, like, as we were waiting. Like, we went and got food, and then we had like an hour to spare before the movie started, so I went to a store and we got this little craft kit that I want to do with her. So we're each going to pick a cat to needle felt, and then I also got this for my photo cards, which I will decorate and put my photo cards in. And then we went to the movie, and it was super fun, and I loved getting to see everyone. There was literally like only 2 other parties there, but it was okay. It was really nice. No one was like disruptive or anything. And the movie was really short though. It was only like an hour long. They did come for an encore, but it was still pretty short in comparison to Magilove Kingdom. So I was a little bit disappointed with that, but otherwise it looked amazing. It was so fun. It was so nice. The songs were so good. I really liked all of their solo songs, and literally during start hours, like, I teared up so bad. I was like trying so hard not to cry because it was so like touching. Like, I really loved it. And as we were leaving, they were handing out the freebie file folder, which is so nice. And we literally got the last 2 that they had. It was so perfect. This movie was so perfect. It was the best experience ever. Oh, and then also my friend, that same friend, as we were like pulling into her house, she's like, oh wait, and she gave me this file folder because she said she had extra. So that was really nice of her. I had a really awesome time. Yeah, so I'm gonna go put all of my photo cards into my little photo album I got. And I wanted to talk about also the NCT concert that I went to. Whoa. Okay. This lied. It said it had 40 pockets. There's only 20. This lied. I literally paid double for this. See, 40 pockets. There's not 40 pockets in here. There were ones that only said 20 pockets. Oh, I guess it is 40 pockets. 40 individual pockets. But I wanted 40 pages. That's stupid. Whatever. Anyways, this was the same friend that took me to the NCT 127 concert, which was really nice of her. So I wanted to talk about my experience with that really quick while I do this. Let me just grab some albums first. I think I'm going to leave my first page blank though, because I want to put Jaehyun there, but I don't currently have any Jaehyun photo cards. So, however, I do have this funny picture my friend printed for me, so I think that's my placeholder for page 1. I doubt anyone knows this, but I was really into K-pop for a long time. Around 2015 through till maybe 2019, 2020. And I, was a really big fan of K-pop, and I had my friend who was also really into K-pop. But then around the time we stopped talking, I also ended up stopped listening to K-pop because, I didn't really have any need to now that we weren't friends for... It wasn't like a bad thing, but we just kind of had teensy bit of a falling out. And so I ended up kind of not really following K-pop that much anymore. Started talking to her again more recently. And we were hanging out a lot, and around Christmas time she goes and gives me the Jaehyun Loveholic album for Christmas, and I go, oh, thanks, because she like knows that I don't really listen to K-pop anymore. I like literally showed her all my Utapri stuff. I was like, I don't know, like I'm just not really into that right now. But like I still appreciated it. Like I still we went to see the NCT Dream movie as well, so it's like, it's not like I don't like K-pop. It was just like, oh, like cool. This isn't what I was expecting, but you know, nice. So she did that, and I'm like texting her. I'm like, oh, thank you. And she goes, yeah, no problem. By the way, I have extra tickets to the NCT 127 concert. Do you want to go for free? And I was like, oh, sure. And she tells me this, and she's like, yeah, the concert is in like less than 48 hours from now. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, and she's like, I have 3 extra tickets. And I was like, okay. Because she was like not able to sell them. Oh shit, I don't take tail out. I don't know what to do. Well, I'll still keep a spot open, I guess, for when I end up trading this one for Mark. And so she was like, oh, I have like these extra tickets, like please just take them, like I don't want them to like kind of go to waste, you know. And I was like, okay. And so I call up my sister. I'm like, hey, can you take off work so we can go to this concert? And she was like, because I know she really likes Doyoung, so I was like, oh, like please, 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 you can see Doyoung. So yeah, she ends up taking off work, and then I'm like, okay, like we'll go as long as you drive us. And so she's like, fine, sweet. And so we drive out there, and we get there. Everything is fine. We're like waiting in line to get in, and there are like a bunch of people handing out some freebies, which was nice. And we get in, and we're waiting in line in this really super long merch line. And as we're like in line, I see like so many of the things are starting to get sold out, like as we're waiting, like literally right in front of us. Things are getting sold out. Like everything we're wanting is getting sold out as we're getting closer and closer to the end of the line. And so like we get there, and she buys like the shirt that she wants, but it's not, it's like way too small. It's like not the size that she wanted, because they sold out in the size that she needed. And thankfully they have the shirt that I was looking for, but we were still kind of like bummed about the fact that she didn't get the one that she wanted. And we're like, oh, okay. And we're still waiting in line for them to like open the doors for us to go in to our seats. And when they eventually open the doors, like we're like, oh, hey, like maybe they're gonna have more spots for like what's it called, for like merch, like, and then they have like more merch booths. And so we're like, sweet. And so we all like run over, and we're waiting in there, because we also all wanted light sticks, but they all sold out of light sticks, which sucked. And so we were like, frick yeah, we can finally buy light sticks now. So that was really awesome. And we all get one, and I'm like I wasn't planning on getting a light stick, but I was like, oh, I kind of want one still. So I ended up getting one, and they were charged more upstairs, we're pretty sure. Like I remember we like looked up pictures online to like see what the merch was like before we, like as we were waiting in line, because we were like kind of far away, so we were like trying to look, and it said that they were only like $47 for the light sticks in the picture that we saw. But then when we got there upstairs, like it was like $60 for a light stick. And we're like, oh, like I guess that's fine. And so we buy light sticks, and we brought extra batteries, so we didn't need to buy extra batteries, but they did sell them for like pretty weird, crazy price. Like it was like $2 or maybe $4 for some batteries. I was like, damn, dude. But yeah, like we make it in, we're all fine. We get in there and we have our light sticks, and she was able to, she asked like, oh, like, am I able to exchange this shirt for like a different size? And they're like, oh no, sorry. And so she just buys another shirt in the size that she wants, and it's fine. And then after the show, she ended up giving me her smaller shirt. She was like, oh, it'll fit you. And I was like, oh, like, are you sure that you could have sold it? And she's like, no, it's fine. It's because it's you. And I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, that was really sweet of her. And so we go in, and it like takes so long for us to get to our spots and everything. And my sister and I, because they were the worst seats, they were literally totally fine. We were like on the balcony, and we had a really awesome view because there was like not a lot of other people near us, and we had almost the whole aisle to ourselves, which was really nice. So we could like kind of scoot down when we needed to get better angles of the pictures. But we were like, oh, like shit, like both of our phones were kind of dying at that point. I was like, oh, like, I don't know, man, like I don't know how we're gonna get all of the, like I wanted to film as much as we could. And so I was like, I had the genius idea of just alternating every song. Like, she filmed one song, I filmed the next one, you know? And so we do that, and we managed to get literally every single freaking song, and it was awesome. I'm really so happy. And they played like so many songs. Like I said, like I hadn't listened to K-pop in years. Like I didn't know their latest songs and stuff. So we were like kind of nervous. And we were like, oh, like nervous we weren't gonna know any of their songs. And they actually did play a lot of songs that we knew, so it was really nice. Like the day before the concert, I was at work and I was like listening to some of the albums, like the new ones, as much as I could, so I can like remember, so I can like familiarize myself with the songs, you know? I was pretty familiar with the songs that they were playing because I had listened to them, but my sister, not so much. But we still had a lot of fun, and we were able to film all of it, except for we didn't film some of the solo songs for the members we didn't really care about as much, and then we didn't film a lot of the talking segments. So many GOT7 albums, oh my god. And after the concert, they like had confetti, but we were on the balcony seats, so we obviously didn't get any because we were up too high. So I text our friends who are like a bit closer, and I'm like, hey, like, can you grab us some confetti? Like, we can't get any, like, we didn't get any. And they're like, oh, like, yeah, we would have, but we didn't get any either. And I was like, what the heck? Like, they literally gate-kept the freaking confetti. And then we went down, I like ran down, like, as kind of like the end, and I went in to the middle, and I'm like, hey, like, and I talked to the guys, and I'm like, hey, can you grab some confetti for us? And it was literally like at their feet, and they were like, no, like, get out. I was like, dude, like, stop, like, it's confetti, like, it's right next to you. It just felt really rude. I was like, obviously that's not NCT's fault, but I just really did not appreciate that. That kind of like dampened my mood a little bit, I will admit. But we got out and everything was fine, and we were able to like drive back home. And you know, like on the drive home, I was like looking, I was like, oh, like Yuta looked really good tonight, like that was really cool, like he looked really nice. And so like I went to their Instagram, I went to Yuta's Instagram, and I'm like, oh my god, like he posted about like our concert, which was awesome. And then I go, I'm like, oh, like did Jaehyun post anything? No. I'm like, damn. And I was like, maybe he just doesn't post anything. And then he's been saying like, oh, thank you, Atlanta. Thank you, Brazil. I'm like, damn. He did not think I looked cute in the crowd. Is this too big? Is this photo card too big? It's kind of a thick one. I think it's fine. Probably not, but I don't have anywhere else to put it. They did a lot more comebacks than I thought they did in like a short amount of time. Poor guys. Poor guys. I feel like I'm running out of space. I did the math. I should have enough. I should have enough space. This is so nostalgic looking back at all my old albums. I was a big Got 7 fan. Oh my god, I got 3 photo cards? Shit. Flat Log Arrival is serving. Want to see Bam Bam's feet? These photo cards feel a lot more flimsy than I remember. I keep thinking they're gonna bend. 7 for 7? This one. I think this is the only one where I got a Mark photo card. Mark was my favorite. Yeah. My only Mark photo card ever. I should have something for every member, I think, so far. So maybe I didn't get a JB photo card. Oh, I did get a JB photo card. I think I've got something for everyone. Yeah, I think they just slowed down around the time where I got into them. Because I got in around, just after Flight Log Arrival. Like, that had just come out. And I know, how embarrassing is it that I kept these in their albums? The entire time I was into K-pop, I never got a photo card album. I was never a photo card collector, really, and I still don't really think I would be. Especially since I'm realizing how flimsy these are. I feel it's like kind of a waste of money. I mean, you do you. Everyone can buy whatever they want. Sometimes come with photo cards. Rude. I did not account for having literally 3 in all my Got 7 albums. I don't have enough space now. Frig. It would... Oh, I barely have enough space. Oh my god. None of my albums better have 2, or I am screwed. I have 4 albums left and 5 spots left. I better not have any of these have 2. Okay, we're safe. This one only has 1. Beautiful. This one's old. It probably also only has 1. What? Does it not have any? I swear I thought this had 1. Oh, it doesn't, because it would get ripped off. Sweet. Bit more leeway. I don't know why I bought this one of all freaking albums. Oh, this one came with 2, but that's okay. There's 2 spots left. 2 spots left. 1 album left. 1 open spot. Bam. And it's literally too thick to even close. Oh my god. I feel like I wasted my money buying this. It's already full. This was like $10. It was not cheap. Because they had ones that were $5 and it just was advertised as 20 sheets. But they were like the same thickness. But I was like, oh, I don't know. Like maybe. Like it says 40 sheets on this one. I just got juked. You know what? My other bad Jaehyun photo card. A freebie from the concert. Why does he look like this? This will go right back here. Bam. Bam. I love this man. Bitch ass. Walk through memory lane, I suppose, as I fill out this entire frigging thing. I still have more photo cards, like fan printed ones, but these are my official photo cards except for these 2. But I should be getting more albums for my birthday, so those will probably get filled up soon. I also have freebies, and also some of the albums I have didn't come with photo cards, and some of them were like bought for me also without photo cards. So
you know, I guess it worked out. I just never pull the people I want. Like I said, the only photo card that I've ever pulled of someone that I care about is freaking this one. Out of all of this. Except for like the solo albums, obviously, but even then I don't get the ones that I wanted. Like the exact version I want. So whatever. I just have really bad pulls. But I get good pulls in anime gacha games, so maybe that's why I stopped listening to K-pop. I went to Utapri. I was gonna use a bunch of these stickers to decorate the front of this, but you know, if it's already full, then I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna bother. I think this will just be resigned to all of my photo cards that I don't like, and then I'll get another one for the ones that I do like. Once I literally get the ones for my birthday, this is gonna be full. I don't know. We'll have to see. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my concert stories. I mean, they were both really fun concerts. They were both things that I enjoy a lot, so I had a lot of fun at both of them. Even though I wasn't expecting to have fun at the 127 concert, like obviously, like it got me back into K-pop, so I really enjoy it now. Because it was a really nice concert. I highly recommend, I suppose.